Whip out your balls. It's time for bingo. Family Guy edition.
Bingo! Bingo.
Here's how the game works. I've got 10 4x4 bingo cards packed with the most memorable, iconic, and unhinged moments from different Family Guy characters. We'll play through clips, mark them off, and see which characters can score a Family Guy bingo. First up, Quagmire and the catchphrase that's probably led to thousands of restraining orders. Who else but Quagmire sleeps with a prostitute? Movie reference, alright, cereal grape.
Giggity giggity, giggity goo. Stick around.
Yep. Stick around, guys. Up next is one of Quagmire's most disgustingly iconic moments in the entire show, the Quag Fest.
A 3-day festival celebrating the 3 F's: food, fun, and oh my.
What is a Quag Fest, you ask? Well, you probably shouldn't have.
Quagmire's women organized by country. And there's Thailand, there's Brazil, there's Italy. Wow, they're young. We should go.
As if celebrating his 1000th bang with a full-blown street parade wasn't perverted enough, Quagmire then shares his journey with a live audience of people who really should have better places to be. First up on the TED Talk, his 1000th conquest. And the unlucky lady is... well, I guess I was wrong to assume he would even be human.
This largemouth bass. Yeah, that's right. I'm weird.
With a 4-figure body count and a history of sleeping with so many prostitutes, he literally has to hire an appointment setter.
Chris, could you please get Hannah a thank you basket and schedule her next appointment? I'd like to see her again in 2 weeks.
Of course.
It comes as no surprise that Quagmire has every single transmitted disease in the entire frackin' world.
Gotcha!
Ha! Hepatitis C!
Joke's on you, I already got it.
Meningitis!
I'm a carrier.
Gonorrhea!
Patient 0. You're gonna have to do better than that.
I don't know, Joe. That's it. We're out of known diseases.
Quagmire has survived 23 seasons with AIDS and hepatitis B. How the hell is he still alive? When he inevitably dies, probably while doing it with a giraffe, his body should be donated to science to solve this mystery. Alright, we're almost already out of bingo. We just need one Quagmire clip perving on Meg. Can this even be done? Like, surely even Quagmire's standards go beyond wanting to bang the daughter of his best friend.
Didn't mean to wake you.
And we have a bingo. Never expected Quagmire's feet to be that small and dainty. Cinderella who? Or maybe he just seems tiny because we always see him sitting next to Peter. Speaking of the star of the show, let's do his card next. So going down the list, we got something smart, farts in an inappropriate moment, political violence, and kills thousands of people. Peter Griffin is Quagmire's best buddy. Why they are friends, I will never know. I mean, do you treat your friends like this?
We're disappointed in you, and you are grounded, and we will talk about this after I kill my best friend.
Befriending the local perv who constantly wants to get into women's pants is deplorable. But hey, not like a known terrorist was getting held to very high standards anyway.
All right, what else did I have to do today? Ah, yes, overdose in my apartment. I better get home.
I think we can all agree Peter should have won the worst husband, father, just all-around human award every year since 1999. Dude really is the definition of human utter garbage. Remember that episode where he almost killed his wife? Oh wait, there's like 50 of those. Let me narrow it down. Remember Baby, It's Cold Outside? In this episode, Peter remembers National Dachshund Day, but not his own wedding anniversary, so he panics and books a last-minute dinner date at sea.
Happy anniversary, Lois. Huh? Did I tell you? Isn't this nice?
You've really surprised me. A romantic dinner on a boat?
Right? Who needs a fancy restaurant when you can be wet and kind of dizzy?
Oh, Peter, it's just perfect. Well, except for that cruise ship.
Is the election over yet?
We are all pooping in the sink.
I'm from Iowa, so I still think this is awesome.
He's actually being a good husband for once, and Lois is so pleased she strips down naked and goes skinny dipping. As James Cameron has proven, romance in ocean never mix. So soon enough, a hungry shark starts heading for Peter.
Peter, don't leave me to die out here!
Hold on, Lois. I'm gonna grab a real quick hot chocolate.
The shark turned out to be a dolphin, but we're still crossing off husbands so frickin' hard. Like, if there's ever a reason to file for divorce, a spouse leaving you to be ripped to shreds is pretty much at the top of the list, I would assume. Definitely up there. Jail time is also a pretty dang good reason. If Peter were actually charged for his crimes, imagine how long his sentence would be for this little blunder.
There's got to be a morning after.
Ah!
got to be.
And that was the moment he knew he should have called Weight Watchers. Kidding, Peter doesn't care that he's fat or that his shenanigans kill thousands of people. It's happened so many times, mass killing really comes as natural to the guy as annoying everybody around him.
But bird's a word, well a bird, 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 well a bird is a word, well a bird, bird. Chris, don't you know about the bird? Make everybody knows that the bird is the word.
This stupid song is Peter's favorite jam of all time, and the lyrics come out of his mouth almost as often as his iconic catchphrase.
Keep the change, Roadhouse.
Destroying a drive-thru is far from the worst act of property damage this human wrecking ball has committed. Your daily reminder that Peter's been inflicting mass destruction on Coag for 23 solid seasons, all because the giant chicken gave him an expired coupon.
Now that nice chicken outside gave me this coupon.
I'm sorry, this is expired.
You son of a...
I mean, I want to call him petty, but honestly, I think he might just be clinically insane. Anyway, here's a chicken fight from season 4. Alrighty guys, I've got a says something smart tile on here, but that might literally be impossible. Let's go for child mistreatment instead. Like, that's the easiest bingo ever.
Stay still. Okay, that's pretty cool too.
Hey, Dad, that's a cool whip.
I thought you couldn't understand me.
Peter's got a bingo now, so let's move on to his kid's card. Specifically, the evil one with the weird head. Acts like a normal baby, gets a girlfriend, kills millions of people, performs a musical number. They always say abused children are more prone to acting out, but calling what Stewie does misbehavior is like the biggest understatement of all time.
Blew up the Great Wall of China, bombed the Eiffel Tower, and look at this note I sent off. Dear Pakistan,
Up yours. Love, India.
let's see what happens.
They did not need much.
Stewie Griffin might be an evil genius, but the apple never rots far from the tree. And even he can be a complete dumbass like Daddy sometimes. Like, how can he be smart enough to build a fracking time machine, but he still don't know basic human biology?
I'm having my period. It's like the shining elevator down there.
Yeah, this is getting dangerously close to a Will and Grace now. But if you're bleeding down there, it's clearly because you hurt yourself on the slippery slide.
Oh, yeah? If I'm not having my period, then why am I drinking herbal tea from a large earthenware mug with no handle on it?
Stewie, trust me, boys can't get periods.
Brian, it's 2022. There's no such thing as a boy anymore. Or a girl.
Unlike Peter, Stewie gets a free pass on being stupid because 90% of the time, he acts like a genius, plus he's just a little baby.
I did it! I killed her! She's dead! Ow! Ow! Mommy! Mommy!
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Ignoring the cold-blooded murder, it's kind of nice to see Stewie act like a normal baby sometimes. Like any other ordinary baby, he's got his favorite teddy bear, but he loves him a bit too much.
We accept you. All right, who wants to get thrupped first? How could you possibly have any energy this morning?
While Rupert is one hot tamale in Stewie's eyes, at the end of the day, family always comes first for him.
Oh, well, look at you, Mr. Sleepyhead. Mind if I join you?
Don't mind at all.
Feels good to have my old body back.
I am out of here. No, you can't still watch. There's nothing to watch. It's not happening.
Yep, if there's any scene worthy of the WTF tile, it's a baby trying to commit literal while his teddy watches. In all seriousness, though, Stewie really does love his family more than an old bear. Well, the dog, at least. In Peter Pumpkin Cheater, Stewie wants to go as Cher for Halloween, but Brian refuses to dress up as Sonny. He can always count on Rupert to take him trick-or-treating, though, but first he'll need to bring him to life.
It's not alive! It's not alive!
Thinking his experiment failed, Stewie goes to bed and tells Rupert how mean Brian was to him and how he wishes he were dead. Now, if you think Herbert's popsicle cellar is scary, brace yourself for this, folks.
Dear Stewie, you've given me life. And some would say I'm indebted to you, but you've got me, and baby, I've got you. And now, to fulfill your wish, I must kill Brian. But first, I must kill this bag of Doritos.
On Halloween, Stewie's ready for a night on the town in his Cher costume, but things go a little haywire when Rupert tries to kill Brian.
You don't have to kill him.
But you said no takesies backsies.
Rupert, where did you go? Oh my God, I have to save Brian!
Rupert beats Stewie to the cemetery where Brian is and starts choking him in the bathroom. Stewie kicks Rupert into next week, then catches him before he can deliver the final blow. Now Cher has to choose Brian or his teddy bear.
Back time! If I could find a way, I'd take back those words that have hurt you, and you'd stay!
Lois watched Rupert, and while I'm sure he still stank, Stewie was just glad to have his old bear back. We got a bingo now, folks! Let's move on to our next character. Who's it gonna be? Brian. We're gonna make it Brian. I mean, Stewie and him go together like peanut butter and frackin' tartar sauce. Just me, starting from the top. Racism gives Stewie herpes, scene that drags out too long. And what better title to start with than the one Bri gets up to the most? In reverse, technically.
Oh, that was incredible. And hey, sorry I barked when you took your pants off.
Ready to go again?
Well, I need time.
While he's no Quagmire with 1,000 bangs, Brian does shockingly well in the dating department considering he's a dog and just a total most of the time.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Those are huge. What? I said you don't have that.
Hey, buddy, you're not looking so good.
Who cares how I look? Nothing matters.
Fun fact, Frank Sinatra Jr. voiced himself in that episode, so we can go ahead and mark off our celebrity cameo tile right there. As you all probably know, Brian slept with a lot of human chicks, Jillian, Jess, and Brooke, just a few. But don't get it twisted, Doggo's always up for a good time with his own species.
Yeah! Come on, go!
What's Brian doing?
Oh my God.
He's violating Seabreeze.
No, he's just awkwardly positioning himself. Now he's violating Seabreeze.
As you can see, Brian's a real player, and sometimes just straight up. But who is his most memorable bang? Well, that title definitely belongs to Quagmire's trans dad, Ida, and not for good reason.
A few minutes later.
What? What the hell? What's wrong with you? I had with her. What? I had with her at the Marriott. Oh, why? I didn't know it was her. Oh my God. Brian's slight overreaction to realizing he'd slept with a trans woman has gone down as one of the most offensive aged like milk scenes in all of Family Guy. Speaking of Fido behaving in a way people would deem bigoted, he's also behaved like a racist piece of trash in the show. Remember when Chris and Meg had to fight their entire school after Brian tweeted this? In the newer seasons, Brian's perhaps tried to make up for his bad behavior in the past. I mean, he started getting into political activism. In Roe vs. Wade, for example, Brian wins a vote on The Price is Right and uses it to pick up pregnant women in Texas and take them north so they can access a legal abortion. But he's still Brian, and when it turns out he needs to make some money quick, that if you turn in someone who's trying to get an abortion, they give you 10 grand.
You're an absolute monster. What do we got, 12 of them?
Yeah, we turn in 4, pay the taxes, vote's ours, and we've still helped 8 women.
Right.
As of season 23, Brian is still no less unhinged than he was in previous seasons. In fact, he's probably more so. In Twain's world, Brian gets kicked out of the community college because his writing sucks. To help him hone his craft, Stewie takes him back in time to get advice from some of history's greatest writers.
Wow. How was I able to focus to write David Copperfield, A Tale of Two Cities and Oliver Twist? Writing is the only distraction from how literally everything in London reeks of feces. You should simply stool on your desk. Then you'll have no choice but to write to avoid the stench.
You're not going to remember that?
After the disaster he caused and back to the pilot, you'd think stupid Brian would have learned his lesson about altering the past, but oh no! He had to bring his favorite writer Mark Twain back to the present day. Doctor Who style. While Brian expected to be enlightened by Twain's words of wisdom every day for the rest of his life, the old man discovers internet corn and becomes so addicted he forgets all about writing and starts channeling his creativity into much more sleazier avenues.
Now just people saying stupid Mark Twain quips.
I'm not gonna buy my kids an encyclopedia. Let them walk to school like I did.
The coldest winter I ever spent was a summer in your mudroom.
It's better to keep your legs closed and let people think you're a fool than to open them and remove all doubt.
That's not even Twain. He stole it from Yogi Berra.
Stewie took Twain back to the past to save the corn industry and make Huckleberry Finn a bestseller again. And we have a bingo! Brian's been a very bad boy, but he's more virtuous than Mother Teresa compared to Family Guy's most controversial character. Herbert's bingo card goes a little something like this: offers Chris a popsicle, steals children, and triggers my misophonia. Guess which one we're starting with?
Pedal faster! I can't go any faster!
Where you going, kids? Hey, I just want to talk to you. See?
As you can see, Herbert doesn't even try to hide the fact that he's a raging PDF-phile, like he'll just run after victims in the street. While Herb will perv after any young male under 18, he does have a few preferences: fat, smelly, and gross. Unfortunately for Chris Griffin, he checks every single one of those boxes.
That's a nice muscly throwing arm you got there.
Thanks.
Got a nice tip for you right here in my pocket.
Some people want to be rich and famous. Some people want the cure to world hunger. Herbert's dream is to one day be Chris Griffin's wife. Herbert will stop at nothing to lure his future husband down to the basement of horrors that he's got, and when a promise of a popsicle don't work, and neither does a bedtime story,
They told Peter to stay away from the wolf. Yes, sir, it was a good day for young Peter.
Are you a...
the creep will just take things into his own diabolical crooked hands.
God, Chris is still in there. Somebody save Chris!
So he'll trip over and snap his hip, but at the same time he can run out of a burning building carrying a 350-pound tub of lard because all those special sandwiches have given him super strength.
Also, if I gave you a sandwich, do you think you could get Chris to fart on it?
As of season 23, Herbert has yet to succeed in his attempts to Chris. However, he did get his wrinkly old wiener inside another member of the Griffin family. In No Chris Left Behind, Chris gets kicked out of James Woods High for being dumb, so Lois sends him to a snobby elite private school, hoping he'll get better grades.
Oh dear. Johann tells me your luggage is the luggage of the poor.
Well, I am poor.
Oh, I see. This school is not for your kind.
Chris hates his new school, so Carter invites him to join the school's Skull and Bone Society, a secret club where young boys get groomed for their futures. Emphasis on the groom part.
Skull and Bones elders are now ready to admit you to our ranks. As is customary with all our new members, you now have to spend 7 minutes in the closet with our most senior member.
We don't start the clock until the door closes.
Chris wants to go back to James Woods High now, as his parents are struggling to pay the expensive tuition fees, so his grandfather agrees to pull some strings and get him accepted back there. And yeah, letting the cutest paperboy in town slip away was obviously gonna warrant some kind of severe punishment from Master Herbert.
Sorry, Master Herbert.
Sorry, you better get your ass in that closet, Pewter Schmidt.
Yes, sir.
I'm so tired of you.
The scene heavily implies Herbert's assaulted Carter, so we can go ahead and mark off that tile right over here. The perv also got his paws on Peter as well, but when he found out he was actually an adult, well, he just straight up died from disgust.
Dad? Yeah, this is my dad. Well, he often said he wanted to explode all over me. He finally did.
Herbert came back to life because he's immortal, apparently. We're only one tile away from bingo now, guys. All we need is a deleted scene, and trust me, we got plenty. I mean, what were the writers thinking with this one, man?
Whoa, easy there, Spencer. Now behave yourself and there'll be a withered carrot for you later.
And old Herbie's got himself a bingo. And let us hope a spot on a certain register. Cleveland, we got Cleveland show, sleeps with Brian's girlfriend, gets married, steals Quagmire's catchphrase. I think it's funny that we're following up Herbert with Cleveland. Cleveland's really the only decent guy in Quahog, and I think the reason these two never crossed paths much is that Cleveland's iconic catchphrase would get overused so fast.
Oh, that's got all my stink of the day in it. That's nasty.
It's far from the most iconic catchphrase in the show, though, so you can't really blame Cleveland for trying to steal more popular ones.
My God, this is more than even I can handle.
Is he gonna say giggity? Should I say giggity? Are other people allowed to say giggity? Giggity. What?
Cleveland's a super nice guy. Like, you'd need a heart of pure gold to still be friends with the guy who's destroyed your house dozens of times.
Meep, meep. There he comes. Light it! No, 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 no! Doggone it! That's it! No more! I'm tired of being kicked around by this world!
That was the very first episode of the Cleveland show, so we can mark off the tile we have for it. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, Cleveland's an angel for still being friends with the guy who repeatedly destroys everything he owns, the guy who dismembered and stole his legs.
Hey, bud, how was Florida?
And let's not forget the guy who violated his ex-wife's dead body.
Why is she wearing a French maid's costume?
Because I wanted to nail a dead French maid. Giggity, giggity!
I've missed you, Glenn.
Cleveland really needs to evaluate his choice in friends. Maybe Stewie can give him some pointers. He's already got the fashion thing all figured out.
Hey, Cleveland, you know I love you, but those jeans, they ain't for you.
I knew it. I think I just needed to hear it. Thank you, Peter's baby.
It was nice of Stewie to let Cleveland down gently. He hasn't had good experiences walking past the Griffin's front lawn. Remember when he got verbally abused by their racist sunflower?
Hey, boy, don't you come walking by this house.
You're ignorant.
Now, why would Peter knowingly let a racist sunflower grow on his lawn? Oh yeah, he's the friend of all time. Seriously, Donna was doing Cleveland a huge favor that time she banned them from hanging out with each other. In He's Black, Cleveland moves back to Quahog, and after the guys have finished talking crap about his spin-off show...
You know, it's not a good sign that this is the first time a lot of people are realizing you had a show.
Your logo was stupid. It looked like a big purple p and your ratings blew.
We did about the same as Bob's Burgers.
They help patch up his wrecked house. Of course, it doesn't take long before Chris breaks a vase and immediately regrets the day he was ever born.
What are you doing?
Making sure you learn your lesson.
Ow, it hurts! It hurts!
Lois confronts Donna for spanking Chris, and they get into such a heated argument, Cleveland and Peter are both banned from ever speaking to each other ever again.
Uh-oh, there she is.
Oh no. Peter, quick, change pigments.
Peter really wants to keep hanging out with Cleveland and puts on a disguise so Lois and Donna won't find out. Why do I feel like he was just looking for an excuse to be racist?
Sorry, Cleveland, it's gotta be authentic. Stay down! Oh. Stay down! Ow. Cleveland, try to grab my gun. Oh, trying to grab my gun, are you? Ow! Ow!
Ding ding, we have a bingo! The Griffins and the Clevelands made up by the end of the episode, by the way, so don't worry about that. But now, let's move on to the leading lady of Family Guy, Lois Griffin. Is a kite, being a good mom, questionable kink, grape. Her bingo card's looking pretty wild, man. Equinophobia? What the frick even is that? Just looked it up. Fear of horses. Let me tell you, Peter's brain-damaged pet was certainly something to be terrified of, though. So, no shots.
Peter, the horse is here.
Oh, yeah.
Peter's horse died of a heart attack, but Lois still has another pet to watch out for. Brian's constantly trying to make a pass at her, and sometimes the jackass will just flat out drink all her white wine.
Has anyone seen the rest of my white wine?
Sorry, Lois, I drank that.
Oh, that's fine, Brian.
Alcohol is practically the only thing keeping Lois somewhat sane in her marriage to Peter, but her revenge on Brian in that moment perfectly showcases her psycho side.
You know what? This is kind of nice. I thought you were going to do some kind of Godfather murder on me.
Oh, Brian, I don't watch mafia movies, but I did see Fargo.
Huh?
Lois is obviously no stranger to acting totally psycho, like there's literally hundreds of examples I could have used for that tile. But what about being a lame suburban mom? Well, that's another easy one to mark off.
Oh, wait, what's up next video? Oh, Daughtry. I'm a mom, so I love this.
You guys, Lois really wasn't lying when she said that she loves Daughtry. Remember the episode Prescription Heroin? Brian has an accident and gets prescribed painkillers. Housewife life is leaving Lois bored, so she sneaks one of his pills and takes a wild trip to the top of her favorite singer's head.
What? Where am I? Chris Daughtry?
That's right, Lois. Would you like to glide around on my head like an air hockey puck?
1,000 $1,000 a show, split 6 ways.
Lois ends up becoming a full-blown drug addict, and when Brian finishes his last bottle of painkillers, this absolute mess harasses school children just to get her next fix.
Hey, Daddy-O's, anyone want to blast off to Mars?
What?
Excuse me, ma'am. Are you lost?
No, I want pills. Give me pills. Aren't you kids doing drugs under here?
No, we're picking up trash and organizing a Black Lives Matter rally.
Back home, Lois goes completely bonkers and tears the house apart in search of a pill. She finds one in the bathroom, but accidentally drops it down the toilet. Now, if you thought harassing teens for drugs was next-level desperation, you ain't seen nothing yet.
How Teacher Amy has you dive for rings? Well, this is like that, except it's a pill, and it's not okay if you don't get it. I just wanted the pill.
Lois, you need help.
Poor Stewie. His own mom almost drowned him in the same place people crap. That's gotta be one of the most disturbing non-Herbert, non-Quagmire scenes in all the Family Guy. Actually, maybe not. Remember when Peter accidentally did oral on his mother-in-law? Holy frick. Alex Borstein deserves 5 Emmys for that blood-curdling scream alone. Not gonna lie, kinda expected her to be into something disgusting like that. I mean, her kinks are questionable, to say the least.
Did you like that game of Mysterious Intruder, Lois?
I told you, I don't know who you are, and my name isn't Lois.
Mine is. Let's do it again.
Since we're already on the subject of the wild, depraved world of Lois Griffin's love life, she's raped Peter multiple times in the show.
No, I'm abstinent! No! 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 Oh, I see what you're driving at.
She's cheated on him a lot too, even with Bonnie and the 42nd President of the United States.
I don't know what came over me. Oh, God, what am I gonna do?
Hey, Bill, you up for a little bowling? I swiped some money out of Lois's purse. I don't think she'll notice because she's here humping you!
And to top it all off, Lois has been a literal frackin' corn star.
Organist Lois Griffin that she appeared in a movie back in the early 1980s.
What? Mom, that's you!
If Lois wants to do corn, you know what? Go ahead. Showing her naughty tape at church was definitely a big no-no, though.
I know I'm a man of God, but that is hot.
Moving on. Joe's bingo card goes a little something like this. Culture reference. Drunken Clam appears, bites the Grinch, gets eaten by Peter. Well, you can't exactly count on Joe Swanson to take down Quahog's villains. Not when he's one himself.
Thanks, Joe.
Let's plant a knife on him just to be safe.
Yeah, good thinking.
Yeah, I know how these things go down.
Joe's actually so terrible at being a cop, a gerbil literally outranks him in the force. And you know, I do feel kind of bad for the guy. Sure, he's done his fair share of terrible things, like stealing Cleveland's legs, beating the crap out of his friends, and graping Quagmire for a Halloween prank.
Wow, that was terrific, Jessica.
It was good for me, too.
Happy Halloween!
Actually, you know what? Screw this guy. I don't feel bad for him at all. And he 100% deserves his wheelchair and all of Bonnie's savage insults.
I'll take smelling good over walking good any day.
You don't smell good, Joe.
I'm sorry, I thought I was alone.
Joe's condition and Bonnie being pregnant for 6 years, it's no surprise that the Swansons' marriage is even more dysfunctional than Peter and Lois's. I mean, when you get down to the nitty-gritty point of literally wishing death upon your spouse, I think it's about time for a divorce. Or at least couples therapy, like...
I wish it was Joe in that box.
I do too, Bud.
Oh, did I say that out loud?
In a wife-changing experience, however, Joe and Bonnie finally managed to rekindle their relationship. In this episode, the Griffins are having an anniversary pool party at the Pewterschmidt's mansion, and Joe accidentally wheels in on Lois naked.
Ah, Joe, I'm in here!
Sorry, I didn't realize. I'm sorry, I'm leaving!
Joe has gotten a boner for the first time in years, and the next day, Bonnie tells Lois about the amazing love they made last night. Realizing Joe could only bang his wife because she gave him a boner at the pool party, Lois wants to help Joe get ready for round 2.
Hey, Bond, you busy? Let's do this!
When Quagmire catches Lois putting on another show for Joe, he tells Peter, and how does he react? As peacefully as he always does, which isn't peaceful at all.
Oh, hey, Peter. What are you clenching in that fist there?
Peter did his own show to try and teach Lois a lesson, but that only made mothers and children run for their lives straight to the therapist's office. Lois wanted to keep helping Joe to get in a... But for Peter's sake and his other eye, he had to ask her to stop.
I can't do this to Peter, but please know that you have done a great service for my and Bonnie's life.
Being paralyzed from the waist down must be really, really hard. Or I guess I should say not hard at all.
Joe's dead from the waist down.
Why do you bring me here? Oh!
Joe can't make love, but that don't mean that he can't do the other stuff in the bedroom, right?
Well, last night, Bonnie and I got really kinky.
Believe it or not, Joe has even wilder time solo. Don't call yourself a fan of the show if you didn't know Joe's a massive fan of Fiona Apple.
I've been a bad, bad girl. When a girl will break a boy just because she can, I'm broken.
Joe, open the garage.
I've earned this private time!
That without a doubt clears the pure cringe tile, and we've got ourselves a bingo. I'm gonna go take a shower now. Well, Joe's hobbies are almost as embarrassing as Peter's tiny... At least it makes him happy. Now, Chris's bingo card. Let's just go through it real quick. He makes fun of a celebrity, fights the whole school, joins a band. Yeah, Chris being happy, like father, like son, anything this idiot does for a good time is guaranteed to almost kill somebody.
You folding chairs?
No.
That's all right, I'll use this. Folding chair!
Ow!
Donna spanked Chris within an inch of his life for that, and that wasn't even the first time he's been punished for his misbehavior.
If your teachers ask about your bruises, what do you tell them?
I got hit by a baseball!
Seriously though, Chris got his butt beat for breaking a vase and talking back to Stewie, but he's done way worse things and got off without even a slap on the frickin' wrist. In Teacher's Heavy Pet, for example, Chris wants to be friends with the cool kids, so he literally lies about having with his own mom.
Tell us exactly what you and she did.
Well, Miss Pewterschmidt was a braless real estate agent who was showing me a large, mostly empty home in Van Nuys, California, and she'd do anything to make the sale. I showed her a thick wad of ones, and we were off to the races on them.
That's just... Yeah, you're just making this whole thing up.
Cool kids don't believe a word Chris says, so they ask for a naked photo of Lois as proof. Would this creep really stoop so low as to perv on his own mom in the shower? Of course he would.
It's my mom. Can't. I'm not a dirtbag.
Psst, Chris. That it has even gone this far means you are a dirtbag.
When even Quagmire's disgusted with you, yeah, you know you've really done something absolutely terrible. It's a shame this freak didn't get stuck behind the milk aisle permanently.
Chris, would you run and get some milk? And be sure to take it from the back. Chris, where have you been?
I don't know!
I don't know about you guys, but I think that definitely marks off the greatest cutaway gag of all time, don't you? Hey, at least when Chris is stuck inside an 80s music video, he's safe from Herbert the Pervert and the other far less dangerous villain that lives in his closet. Herbert falls asleep before he can touch Chris inappropriately, so we can mark off 2 tiles this time. As you can tell, poor kid's got a lot on his plate, literally and figuratively. Life ain't kind to him, but he hasn't turned to binge drinking to numb the pain just yet. Although he has dabbled in far more inappropriate stuff, in adult education, Chris wants to get into an extracurricular activity. I'm sure chess club was an option, but let's be honest, he's way too dumb and perverted for that. To the corn club it is. And no, I don't mean farming.
All right, places.
Sloppy hose, scene 1, take 1. Mark.
Tarps up, and action. Cut!
Principal Shepard gives the teen extracurricular credit in exchange for directing the school cornos, and the film gets so many views, Chris gets his first car before Meg.
I saw Elon Musk do that once.
Was it after his hair transplant?
After one of his 2 separate hair transplants, yes.
When Lois found out her son had joined a literal adult film club with the principal, she of course reported him to the school board. While corn continued getting made at school, Chris ended up quitting the industry for his mom's sake.
But no more making
Deal.
We're just one tile away from bingo, folks. And I know it's hard to believe, but Chris Griffin has actually had a girlfriend before. And with all these subtly coded jokes in the show.
Look, Mom's naked.
Where?
You creep.
When the girl of his dreams was finally revealed, I don't think anybody was all that shocked.
For that girl Lindsay I told you about? Well, I asked her out and now we are dating.
Oh my God.
My goodness, look at you.
Are you kidding me? Are they not seeing this? I know, it's kind of creepy. It's almost like he's dating Lois.
And finally, we have Meg. Meets her original voice actor. Gets freaky with Chris. Celebrity character appears. Speaking of Chris being in a bordering on incestual relationship, he's actually committed full-blown to the sister Meg. Yeah, we're moving on to Megatron's card now.
Oh my God. Chris?
Meg?
Oh my God! We're a disgrace to our family!
Oh, maybe I can get in on this.
That just about settles getting freaky with Chris, and since Bill Clinton tried to get in on the action, we can also mark off our celebrity appears tile. Wait, do presidents count as celebrities? Well, they're definitely famous, so I'm counting it. Anyway, you guys, I'm just so excited to mark off the rest of these tiles because some of these are just pure iconic. Beating up Peter, can you even name a bigger highlight from Meg's 18 years on this earth?
The biggest, toughest guy in this house.
Well, I don't like to toot my own horn, but I believe I hold the distinction of...
My house now.
Meg getting farted on is one of the most disgusting gags in the entire show, so it wouldn't be right not to mark that one off too.
Find you coming to get you, Peter! Find you coming to get you! Oh, in the kitchen, Meg!
With all the retching and vomiting Meg's done, it's honestly quite shocking that she still has the voice of an angel. Someone get Simon Cowell on the line.
Singing Love is a Battlefield by Pat Benatar. In Russian. Hit it!
Meg put her heart and soul into that song, and I totally understand why. Like, her love life is really a battlefield, from getting rejected in the most brutal ways.
I heard you didn't have a date to the dance, and I was wondering if you'd like to go with me.
Oh, hang on. I'd love to go, Meg, but I have to go to my little brother's funeral that night.
To literally having a dead guy as a boyfriend.
I'm back. I brought another picnic. You're such a good listener. You're not like the other boys. You're so good with animals.
Megatron's dating life might be even more appalling than Chris's report card, so I guess it makes sense that the only time she got pregnant, it was just as a surrogate. In Fertilized Meg, Meg agrees to carry Bruce and Jeffrey's child so they can start a family.
Fertilization of the hella more attractive egg was a success.
Brucey, we did it.
Yeah, so now we just have to implant that very hot embryo into Meg's body.
Is this gonna hurt?
Now that Meg's with a child, the rest of the Griffins have no choice but to be nice to her, and by that, I simply mean they don't punch, fart, or spit on her, shockingly. Like, if she weren't pregnant, imagine how hard Peter would have yeeted her off his couch. The family can't wait for Meg's pregnancy to be over, and Peter even ends up turning to meth to cope. When Meg finally gives birth to baby Liza, she offers to look after her while Bruce and Jeffrey finish getting their home ready. Talk about procrastination.
Why haven't Bruce and Jeffrey picked up that baby?
I don't know. They're like super busy.
Hey, look at the bright side, Lois. With that baby around, you look like the hottest grandma in town.
The hottest grandma?
The hottest grandma should be Jennifer Aniston, but the Counting Crows guy wasn't ready to commit.
While Lois had bought a bunch of Gilf merch and Peter had bonded with the baby over farts, Bruce and Jeffrey eventually came to take baby Liza back. Of course, the family immediately returned to treating Meg like garbage, and just 8 episodes later, Peter just straight up murders her for no reason whatsoever.
Advice.
Dad, I'm just trying to bring you into the modern era.
I see.
quiet up there!
Sorry, just demonstrating I'm still relevant by making a very old movie reference.
And bingo! Meg was our last character, so it's officially game over now, guys. Womp. But don't worry, you can click the screen to watch even more crazy videos. Go on, give it a click. And as always, thank you for watching.